Hello. The inspirational and generally all-round fabulous MJ Flanagan posed me 3 questions and asked me to answer them in 3 minutes. So here goes. Is networking important? Of course it is. Now some people think networking is just one letter away from not working, but these are generally the people who've not fulfilled their career potential. Networking is really just another word for selling yourself. And in our industry, if you can't sell yourself, what the hell can you sell? Now, networking takes many forms, from the traditional business lunches, industry events, conferences, etc. But it really starts out much earlier than that. It starts out at the beginning of your career when you start work. When you start work, it's wise to work out who in the organisation is going to have a say in your future development and make sure they notice you. Not in a sort of kiss-ass sort of a way. Be noticed for the right thing. Generally that means working diligently, going the extra mile, bringing them solutions rather than problems. But there's no point in hiding your light behind a bushel. You've got to be noticed. The second question was, what's the best career advice you've had? Now, we've all had lots of career advice, some of it welcome, some of it from people completely unqualified to give it. But I keep 2 nuggets given to me by a wise old manager many years ago. The first is, the higher up a tree a monkey climbs, the clearer you can see its backside. Now don't underestimate, as you evolve in your career, how your words, actions and behaviours are noticed by other people. We can sometimes forget this, but it's a very important message to remember. Second was, graveyards are full of tombstones of the indispensable. So humility is a great attribute. Don't get too big for your boots. Don't think you are irreplaceable. A very poignant reminder. The third question was a tricky one. It was, what's the best book I've read? And if this was novel, I would struggle. The book I've just finished, for example, is a great book. Identity Crisis by Ben Elton. It used humour to navigate an old gammon like me through the world of identity politics. But with business books, it's easy. By a country mile, the best business book I have ever read is Setting the Table by Danny Meyer. It charts Danny's building his restaurant empire in the most competitive restaurant city in the world, New York. It plots his successes and his failures. He's not worried to tell us what he got wrong, and it shows great humility. I read the book when it first came out 12 or 13 years ago, and I reread it during lockdown and sent it to all my F&B team. It's full of takeaways, great pieces of advice and inspiration, and I highly commend it to you. So there you go. 3 minutes, 3 answers. Take care.